Have you ever felt bloated no matter what you eat? Like your belly just expands by the mere thought of food? You might be dealing with SIBO, or small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. And if this is new to you, you're in the right place to learn more. And if it is not your first rodeo, if you've already done rounds of antibiotics or herbal microbials, before jumping back into that cycle, let's talk about why it happens in the first place and why it keeps coming back. Your small intestine is supposed to contain very specific bacteria that help break down and digest your food. But when bacteria from your large intestine are able to sneak upward into that small intestine, those bacteria start fermenting your food too early. And that fermentation makes gas. And this is what causes the bloating, the pain, and that infamous food baby feeling after meals. But here's something that often gets overlooked. SIBO is only partially a bacteria problem. It's also a motility problem, meaning food and waste aren't moving through properly. So even if you wipe out the bacteria, if your gut conveyor belt, or what we call the migrating motor complex, isn't working, SIBO can come back. Most people think SIBO only causes bloating and gas. And yes, of course, it does cause bloating and gas, and those are the most common symptoms. But it can also trigger joint pain, brain fog, and even weight gain. So one gut issue can lead to symptoms all over the body. Let's unpack what's really happening when bacteria start growing where they don't belong and how that creates chaos far beyond your gut. When our gut has been through a lot, and when I say through a lot, I mean the use of antibiotics or other medications that either suppress stomach acid or disrupt the gut microbiome. And then when we pair it with slow motility, which is often due from eating the standard American diet, when all of that's happened, it allows the bacteria in the colon to slowly creep upward into the small intestine. And the problem with that is that the small intestine has only a single layer mucus barrier, while the colon has two. So when those unwanted microbes move into that delicate space, they, like we discussed, ferment your food too early, creating gas, bloating, and inflammation. That inflammation often stems from the fact that when these bacteria die, they shed toxins, and those toxins can leak through your already permeable gut lining. And once they enter through that, they are able to enter into your bloodstream. And once they're in your bloodstream, suddenly the effects of SIBO are essentially able to travel everywhere. And this is how a gut problem is now able to become a whole body problem. So not only can SIBO cause gas and bloating, but it can also lead to food intolerances that make you essentially feel like you can't eat anything without ballooning up. And it can also lead to weight gain and insulin resistance because those toxins drive inflammation and blood sugar chaos. When we work on healing the terrain, here are 4 steps that work for many of my clients. Again, this is always going to be very individualistic, so not every step works for everyone. Make sure you are working with someone who knows your body specifically. But here's a broad overview. Step 1, remove what's disrupting the gut. That means cutting the unnecessary antibiotics, filtering your water, and of course, skipping the standard American diet. That's a really great place just to start. Number 2, heal the gut lining. And for many, the best place to start is with meat stock. And for how to make it, check out my video called Gut Healing Meat Stock. Yes, I know, it's quite the original title, but it'll be easy to find. And number 3, reset your gut motility. Space your meals 4 to 5 hours apart and include, if you need to, prokinetic foods like ginger or artichoke. The reason for spacing your meals 4 to 5 hours apart is please give your digestive system time to fully process and move what's already there before sending more food down the line. And number 4, and again, always individual specific, but slowly feed the gut the right bacteria. When you get those foundational microbes that do belong in the small intestine, they can help naturally crowd out the troublemakers. But for many, this needs to be a low and slow approach. Due to all of this, I'm not a fan of just take antibiotics and hope for the best approach when dealing with SIBO. In my experience, I find that fixing the terrain and making your gut a place where the good bacteria are able to flourish and the opportunistic bacteria want to pack up and leave to be a much more sustainable and long-lasting approach to dealing with SIBO. SIBO isn't just about digestion. It's about every system in the body that depends on a healthy gut barrier and on having the right microbes in the right location. Heal your microbiome and you don't just flatten your belly, you help protect the rest of your body. So if you've been chasing symptoms across your body, it might be time to look back at your gut because the root of your health is often right there. And the best way to support it? With food, because food truly is the best medicine.